Have you ever wondered how the French Navy is preparing for new threats? In a world where technology advances at a breakneck speed, the face of warfare is changing. New threats are constantly emerging, forcing the French Navy and indeed all naval forces to keep pace. Hypersonic missiles, anti-ship ballistic missiles, drones, and cyber warfare are just a few of the challenges they face. These are not your run-of-the-mill threats. These are sophisticated, high-tech weapons designed to disrupt, destroy, and dominate. And they're not just coming from the air or the sea. The contemporary battle space has evolved, extending from the depths of the ocean to the far reaches of space. This is the new Battlefront. It's a complex, multidimensional theater where naval forces must not only defend themselves but also take the offensive. They must think strategically, act decisively, and adapt rapidly. And the French Navy is doing just that. By innovating and adapting, they're preparing to meet these threats head-on. Yes, the challenges are great, but so is their resolve. The French Navy, like its counterparts, is having to innovate and adapt to these new challenges. But how exactly is the French Navy preparing for these threats, you may wonder? Well, let's dive into their somewhat nostalgic yet strategically sound approach of going back to the 80s. In the heyday of the Cold War, the world was a different place. Satellite communications, which we now take for granted, weren't as reliable or as widespread as they are today. The French Navy is hearkening back to those times, conducting drills under conditions that simulate the loss of these satellite communications. Picture this, a state-of-the-art warship brimming with modern tech yet operating as if it's back in the days of dial-up internet and analog radios. Why, you may ask? The answer lies in the evolving threat landscape. Nations like China and Russia have been busy developing weapons that can deny access to space capabilities. These anti-satellite weapons are designed to disrupt or disable satellite systems, a critical aspect of modern naval operations. This has necessitated the need for navies to make their systems more resilient to such attacks, particularly in communications. In essence, the French Navy is training to fight in a world where their high-tech tools may be rendered useless, where they have to rely on older, more traditional forms of communication and navigation. This is not about rejecting modern technology, but rather about being prepared to fight without it if necessary. This back-to-the-80s approach isn't just about revisiting old-school naval tactics, it's about understanding the vulnerabilities of modern warfare and finding ways to mitigate them. It's about ensuring that, even in the face of advanced threats and degraded operational environments, the French Navy can still function effectively. This back-to-the-80s approach is about preparing for a worst-case scenario, where the French Navy may have to operate without the conveniences of modern technology. After all, in the heat of battle, the ability to adapt and overcome is what separates the victors from the vanquished. But what role do aircraft carriers play in all of this, you might ask? Well, despite the evolution of threats and complexities of modern warfare, the importance of aircraft carriers has not diminished. These floating fortresses are not just about carrying aircraft for warfare. They function as intelligence nodes, gathering and processing critical battlefield data. They employ advanced artificial intelligence systems to integrate sensor data from various sources, providing a comprehensive picture of the battlefield that is invaluable for strategic planning and decision-making. These carriers serve as the backbone of naval forces, offering unparalleled mobility and flexibility. They facilitate expeditionary strike capabilities, allowing forces to project power far from their home shores. This mobility and force projection capability make them an essential tool for safeguarding national interests and maintaining global peace. Moreover, aircraft carriers provide a robust layer of force protection. They act as a shield, protecting other assets in the carrier strike group from potential threats. This makes them a formidable deterrent to adversaries, discouraging any hostile actions. Despite the challenges, the aircraft carrier remains a vital component of the French Navy's defenses. So, as we've seen, the French Navy is taking a multi-pronged approach to preparing for new threats. They're going back to the 80s, training their forces to operate under degraded operational conditions, such as a loss of satellite communications. This harks back to a time when navies relied more on traditional methods of navigation and communication, rather than satellite technology. In the face of new threats, from hypersonic missiles to cyber warfare, such resilience is crucial. The contemporary battlefield is not just on the sea or in the air, but from the seabed to space. This necessitates a rethink of naval combat strategy and tactics, And then we have the mighty aircraft carrier. Despite the evolving threats, these behemoths of the sea continue to be indispensable. Their ability to serve as mobile intelligence nodes, integrating battlefield sensor data using artificial intelligence, is key to countering modern threats. The French Navy, like all modern navies, continues to adapt and innovate in response to new threats. If you found this video informative, please consider supporting this channel by buying a cup of coffee. Links are in the description below. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching.